Hey guys, Ralph here. True Power Health and Fitness. Uh, this one is another one that's going on my health and fitness channel as well as my trumpet channel. I think they're both not intertwined in the traditional sense, but it is something that we should all be aware of, no matter what your walk of life may be. And that is, we are in a very, very precarious position at this time in history as a society, as a world society, from a health perspective and a environmental perspective. Quite frankly, I don't want to be a bearer of doom and gloom, but this is not you don't put a smiley face on this one. This one is some deep, deep doo-doo that we're into. And I think all of us, whether we're musicians or whatever walk of life, you have to. Now, I'm going to do several on these, so I'm not going to get the whole thing done at once. But here's the deal, guys. You can very, very easily, in one fell swoop, save your health and save the planet. It's as simple as that. Whole food, plant-based diet can do both. What do I mean by whole food plant-based? Very simple. Eat only whole foods that are plants. Okay? Now, that is easier said than done. I have no problem with that at all. I don't keep strict to, it's almost impossible to do it completely. Okay? Because that means you are not going to eat processed food. Okay? Most foods outside of raw fruits and vegetables have been processed to some degree. Even nuts that are on the diet have been processed. So it's almost impossible to do it. So I don't adhere to it, the processed food. But even your processed food should come from whole foods and plant-based. All right? That will do a couple things. First of all, if you stick to that, now, another name for it, it's a vegan diet. And I don't call it a vegan diet because I don't believe in a lot of vegan products. Perfect example. You can be completely 100% vegan and eat potato chips and Coca-Cola. And you'd be dead within how many years? You'd weigh 3,000 pounds. But technically it's vegan. They're not whole foods and they're not plant-based. They are processed and they come from other stuff. Okay? So whole food plant-based, but technically it's a vegan. If you and everybody on this planet eliminates meat, dairy, and fish, there would be no other problems in the world. I can almost guarantee you that. Now, here's the deal. A couple facts, and again, I'm not going to cram it all into one video. We're going to do a lot of this, but this is a passion of mine, and I feel very, very strongly about it. Okay? Now, if anybody is remotely interested, this is, look like looking in the mirror. That is the China study by T. Colin Campbell. He is a mentor of mine. He is the head of the health department at Cornell University. That is where I got my certification when I finished my doctoral work and whatnot in nutrition. And that is the most comprehensive study ever on nutrition ever conducted. Okay? And very, very simply, without getting into the whole ball, I mean, we again, hey, sweets.
Hello.
You want to be on TV?
What?
Want to be on TV?
Not really.
Sure. Come on and say hi.
Oh, okay.
It's my daughter. She's beautiful. You should see her. She's just like her mother. Anyway, where were we? The China study. And basically, this is the deal. That study is still ongoing, and it's been going for close to 100 years, where they studied the people in China. Now, in rural China, not anymore in the main cities, because they're all Americanized. They have McDonald's and Kentucky Fried Chicken and whatnot. But in the rural regions of China, the people eat primarily, like 95% of their diet is rice and white rice, okay? Throw in a little bit of fruit, a little bit of vegetables, but predominantly it is white rice. And they are one of the healthiest societies on the planet. There is no cancer, no heart disease, no diabetes, no, we can go on and on. We can go right down the list. They don't have it. I take that back. They have it to a point where it's so minute, it doesn't, it's a blip on the screen. It doesn't even show up. Okay? Rice, fruits, and vegetables. They live to be 80, 90, 100 years old. They work until the day they die. They are this big. There is no obesity whatsoever. You can't possibly gain weight or get sick on that diet. It is the healthiest diet on the planet. Now, in the purest forms, what I just said, rice, fruit, and vegetables, very, very restrictive. There's things we can add to that, pastas, and I mean, we'll get to that, okay? But if you stick to that, that's all whole food, plant-based. You will live to be a grand old age. You will reverse, if not cure, all these diseases that I'm talking. Type 2 diabetes, guys, you've done it to yourself. And if you get on that diet, it will disappear. It will disappear. That is a fact. And that is part of this research. Caldwell Esselstyn, the leader of Cleveland Clinic, has unbelievable amount of research without any invasive procedures, has completely cured heart disease, diabetes, obesity, on and on and on. Guys, that's that. Eat your fruits and vegetables, augment it with rice, potatoes, other starches in their whole food form. Yes, rice and potatoes, you got to cook them. I got that. Sweet potato, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You've been brainwashed to think that it does. It doesn't. And that paleo crap, that's all it is crap, is not backed up by any reputable research. None. Anyway, that's that. We will get to, I'm just going to leave you with this and we'll do this video. See, I'm getting all worked up. This is very passionate of mine. And again, this video, we'll do some more the next day. I'm not going to get all done, but I want to leave you with something. 51% of all greenhouse gases are due to the meat, dairy, and fish industry. You change your diet to a whole food, plant-based diet, you save your health, you save the planet. Think about it. Give me your comments and criticism down below. I'm sure you all think I'm crazy. I don't care. You don't have to agree with me. If you don't, that's fine. You're wrong. Love you all. We'll see you next week, tomorrow, and we will continue with this discussion.